All right, so see if you know this movie reference to figure out what animal she inherited. All right, so in the morning, I'm making waffles. Yeah, Shrek, donkey. Okay, so she inherited some donkeys. Well, first of all, what does inherited mean? Okay, I forgot to put that on the vocab list, but that's a great one. When you inherit something, it means you receive it, okay? So maybe her parents gave it to her. Sometimes, honestly, you inherit things when actually people die, which is a little bit sad, but I just want to explain what it means. So, like, if your grandparents die and they owned a farm, you would inherit the farm because it belongs to you now. Okay, so sometimes you inherit things. It doesn't mean people have to die to inherit something, but that's a good example of when we might use. So she inherited some donkeys. They're hers now, and well, she's got some donkeys. She needs to put them in a what? You guessed it, a pen. Well, let's look at it. This one, we know how much fencing she can use. How much fencing does she have to use on the outside? Yeah, 44 feet to build the pen. Okay, we have to draw a oh man, what's that? A quadrilateral. Oh yeah, I remember a quadrilateral. Oh, how many sides does that have? Yes, quad, 4. It has 4 sides. But this is important. So I want you right now, after I read this, I want you to go double check your work because this is important. Draw a quadrilateral that is not one of those already shown that has a perimeter of 44 feet. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. Actually, I did. It cannot be one of the ones that we have already seen, okay? So it can't look like the pig one. It can't be a rectangle. Even if it's a different looking rectangle, it does not matter. It cannot be a rectangle. It cannot be a square, and it cannot be, does anybody know what that's called? Yes, a rhombus. Even if your square looks bigger or looks smaller, that's not a different quadrilateral. You need a completely different quadrilateral. So behind me, I have some shapes up here, and we're going to see if they are different quadrilaterals or not, okay? So, all right, just by looking at them, okay, do any of them, actually, I meant to put one more up here. Just by looking at them, do any of them look the same as ones before? Yeah, the only one here is this one. That's the one I forgot to put on there. I was going to erase it. But so, yeah, that one's a square. We already have a square. It's got to be different, okay? Is it a quadrilateral? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. But it already looks like before. Well, let's look at this one. Is this a quadrilateral? No. It's a circle. It doesn't have any sides. It's just continuous, okay? So that one does not work. Let's see. Let's check if it's a quadrilateral. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. Does it look like any of the ones we've done? It doesn't. That one could work. Okay? Over here, let's see. Does it look like any of the ones we've done? No. So let's check and see the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Not a quadrilateral. That cannot work. Let's look at this last one. Doesn't look like any of the ones before. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Okay? And that one is different. So I have 2 up here that can work. Okay, so right now I want you to go back and check yours and see if yours works. And you're checking for 2 things. You're checking, first of all, does it actually have 4 sides? That's what makes it quadrilateral. If it does, go on to step 2, which is it the same as any of the ones on the paper before? All right? All right, so now the next thing we know is the perimeter equals 44 feet. Okay, so that means that I have to figure out what each side length is. Now, since none of them are squares or rhombuses, I can't just make all my sides 11 feet, okay? Because you might have said, oh, 44, I could just divide it by 4, and that's 4 sides that are all 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start my biggest one. I'm just going to make this 20, all right? And then I might make this side 10. So far I've used 30 feet. And then if I make this side 8, 30 plus 8 equals 38. Well, 38 plus what number gives me 44? Yeah, 6. So this side can be 6. So I know that one works. Okay? Here, oh, I have a really long side. Let's make this 22. This side's pretty long too. Let's make this 14. So right now I have 22 plus 14. Oh, 36 again. These ones are kind of close, okay? Let's make this one, let's see, 36 plus what number gets me to 44? It's going to be 8. Well, I can make it 4 and 4, but this side looks a little bit longer. I'm going to make this 5 and this one 3. And then I know, again, mine adds up to 44 feet, okay? I got my 44 feet, and different quadrilaterals. They have 4 sides. I accomplished my goal. Here's your donkey pen. Go ahead, but it's going to be hard to keep. I've seen Shrek, and it's going to be hard to keep Donkey in that pen. He loves to explore, okay? All right, well, awesome job. You've made it to the end of the performance task. Congratulations. Give yourself a little pat on the back. I sure am. All right, good job, Mr. Bushler. Now, again, if you struggled through these problems, that's okay. That's okay. You're going to, because these are very difficult problems. All right? If you were struggling with any parts of it, maybe it was the adding, or maybe you were struggling with like what these polygons and shapes mean and what is a quadrilateral, the vocabulary, that's okay. Well, that's why we practice. So if you're struggling, go back and watch the videos. That's why you're there. You have me all the time. Okay, I might not be at your desk helping you, but I'm there helping you by going back and rewatching the videos, okay? If you're confused by anything, that's when you go and ask your teacher or another adult or maybe a friend if you're working with them. All right, thank you for joining us, and it was a lot of fun, and I wish you best of luck. Just remember when you do your SBAC or your math performance test, anything like that, please make sure that you're always going back, checking your work, and you're building that stamina, because I won't be there to guide you through it. All right? Have a good one. Oops, missed the pause button.